Look, man, welcome back, man. It's Mr. 300. Hope you guys having a great day, man. But anyway, man, we're gonna talk real quick about how I slipped up in the game, man. I screwed myself over and I let some go to collections on my account for like $30 or something stupid, man. I'm gonna tell you guys a story real quick, man, just so this don't happen to you, man. And I know a lot, man, y'all need a haircut, man. Don't be looking at my hair though, man. We coming here just for information, man. I'm only here to give information, man. It ain't for looks. It ain't for looks, you know. But anyway, we're gonna get right into it. So basically, I was going to the doctor, right? Like, you know how you go to the doctor and you got like a little $10 copay, $15 copay, you know, $30 copay or whatever. I went and I was having issues with my asthma. You know, I got like exercise-induced asthma or whatever, you know. Like, I'm a little softy. Like, I can't run too much because then I'll, you know, start coughing or whatever when I got shape. But it's a crutch, man. Like, honestly, if I'm in shape, I don't ever use the damn pump. But as soon as I don't get it, like I don't go to the gym, I start getting a little extra, you know what I mean? Like, I can't run a mile or whatever, you know, like, then I use that way constantly, man. So this is a little fact, man. If you guys got exercise-induced asthma, just get in shape, man, and that shit won't, you know, derail you from your regular life, man. It'll subside or go down below or whatever it's called, man. Go into whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does, but when you in shape, you know, I don't need it. When I'm in shape, I don't need my asthma pump, right? But anyway, we're gonna get right into it. Wipe my mouth, man, because last video, man, I had all type of stuff in my mouth. But yeah, man, basically I had a little $10 copays, $15 copay, $30 copay or whatever when I would go to the doctor and get like a re-up on my asthma medicine. You know, you gotta get a physical and like, hey, you wanna refill your prescription or whatever? Yeah, I need an asthma pump. All right, cool. I don't know why I couldn't just tell you this over the phone. Like, it's not like I have asthma today and this year and I'm not gonna have asthma next year, you know? Like, I don't, like the pump should just be on a permanent basis. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a pump regardless of like the situation that I'm in, you know. But anyway, that's another, whatever. We're getting off track. All right, so basically, man, I had like a whole bunch of those, man, a whole bunch of copays. Instead of me going in there and paying for them, like the little office visits, the copays or whatever, I would just say, bill me. You know, I would say, all right, now I don't want to pay the little $10 charge, man. Just bill me, you know. And eventually, I gotta pay those. I gotta pay up, but I never paid up. So eventually them boys start going on my credit, right? And I think depending on like the year or whatever, it would either be like $15, $10, or $20, right? And at this point, I'm trying to get my credit going. Like, I'm trying to look at my credit, trying to get it straight or whatever. And I notice I got multiple entries of this goddamn like credit collection agency on my credit, right? And I'm thinking, like, I've never went to, like, I think the company's like +4 or something like that or whatever. But I'm thinking in my mind, this is the beginning before I started really knowing about credit. I'm starting to think like, this is the company that I went to that I didn't pay. Like, this is the company that I let the bill slip or whatever. So I'm looking through my accounts, I'm looking through all my receipts and paperwork, and I'm like, +4. Like, I've never been to +4. I've never been to +4. And like I said, man, this is before I really started learning about, like, you know, collection agencies and all that, how they sell your debt and all that other stuff or whatever, right? So eventually I ended up calling the place because on my, you know, your credit report, you go to Experian.com, you go to any of those other ones, right? You can actually see like the company information of the creditor or whatever, or the collection agency. So I ended up calling them, and then they broke it down like, hey, nah, these is medical bills and blah, blah, blah. And they were $5 here. This one went up to 12. This one was $18. It went up to 20, all this other stuff, right? And at the time I'm thinking like, man, this is so stupid. Like, this don't make any sense or whatever. But at the time, I didn't know about credit. I'm thinking these little charges will amount to a little small piece of affecting my credit. So I'm thinking like, I don't got to pay this $5 or whatever. But then I went to go get a car. Right, I went to go get a car, and then the people were like, man, it seems like you got everything all straight, but you got some collection accounts for like $20, $25, you know, like super cheap, but they're affecting your credit. And I'm like, oh shit, like, what, this $20, $25 charge is like preventing me from getting like the car that I want, right? So I'm like, all right, cool, I gotta pay these boys, right? So I'm freaking out, I'm sending letters around or whatever, like, hey man, you guys gotta remove this wasn't me, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying not to pay it, right? And they was like, nah, this you. Like, they responded in the email, you know, you dispute a charge or whatever. Nah, this is you. I know who you are. This is you. I got the receipt. I got your signature. This is you. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, damn, I gotta pay him. All right, cool, whatever. So I was about to pay him, right? I was about to just pay him over the phone. And they were like, yeah, we'll do, you know, we'll mark it as paid or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So then I started looking up more stuff about credit, right? Let me switch over, hold on, I actually pressed the little talk button.
Cancel.
Yeah, cancel. So I'm thinking like, all right, cool, as long as it shows it's paid, then I'm straight, right? Like it's a paid collection, like it's good, like I'm straight, right? And little did I know that ain't do shit for your credit. Like showing something paid, like it's paid in full or whatever, settled in full or whatever, that shit ain't doing nothing on your credit but just looking bad. Like it's showing like all right, cool, you had a little bill, you let it go 30, 60, 90, 120 days of not being paid, and then eventually, sometime after that, after it was already in collections, you got a little money, or you wised up, or you made it seem like, you know, like you were able to pay this fee now, and you ended up paying it, right? You ended up paying it. But it still shows in your credit that you went 104 months, 5 months or whatever without paying this bill. So it still looks horrible, right? So I'm like, all right, shit, that ain't gonna work. Like, I don't want that. That's just showing that I paid it. Like, I don't want this. Like, I started looking up, like, how the hell can I get this thing removed, right? And eventually, because I was gonna pay just online or whatever. And eventually I ended up going there because the actual collection agency was in like the city that I'm in, which is Las Vegas, right? And I went up in there, right? And I'm like, hey man, I got this shit on my credit. I'm trying to get this car. I'm trying to like handle some business and you guys hold me up. Like I went in there kind of upset, you know, not upset like at the individual person. Like, you know, I wasn't yelling or nothing or going crazy, but I was like being firm, like this needs to be like removed immediately, you know? And they pulled up, you know, your name or whatever, your social or whatever. I'm like a little weird leery because it was like just some little, it was like a little office building. It was like an office building with like maybe like not even a building. It was like an office, like a rental office, like office. And it had probably like 6 cubes in it, 8 cubes, and they were all like call center cubes where you could tell people was on the phone just collecting money. Like, hey, Mr. Johnson, like, hey, I see that you owe $187 from Kaiser. Hey, blah, blah, blah. I see you owe $197 from, you know, Optum. Hey, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was like, you just heard that constantly. Like, just people constantly trying to collect money, right? And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I see what it is, man. I started really understanding, like, you guys bought this little debt. You guys bought this little $25 debt probably for like $3. So when I come up in here and pay the full thing, like you guys are gonna benefit and profit off that additional money that you didn't have to pay. Like the company who actually, like I didn't pay, like they probably sold this debt to this company for pennies on the dollar, right? And then this company is like, cool, I bought this $25 debt, $30 debt for 37 cents. So if I harass the person and I end up getting $20 out of it, $30 out of it, or the full 34, whatever it was, like I'm making a profit. And if you're doing that constantly, just making a $30 profit, $100 profit, $300 profit, $1,000 profit off something you pay pennies on the dollar for, I mean, you got a great business. You got a great business, man. But anyway, I went in there, I gave them my social, whatever, they pull up all my accounts or whatever, and apparently I had, like I said, I was going there multiple times. Like I went and got like the copay, you know, bill me later, probably like 3 or 4 times within this time period or whatever, and they were all there. But the thing is, since my insurance was changing, some were below the dollar amount that is required for something to actually show up on your credit. So when he gave me the little printout, like, hey man, you got 6 accounts, 4 accounts, 5 accounts or whatever, and I was looking at them, I'm like, wait a minute, these aren't actually showing up on my credit report. So I owe these to you, I know, but why aren't they showing up on my credit report? And the dude was like, I don't know. Like he was, I don't know. So I looked it up real quick, and then I figured out like only a certain dollar amount, that, you know, so a certain dollar amount that they have to cross over the thresholds for it to actually show up on your credit. So what I did is at this point, I'm thinking like, I ain't paying all this little extra little stuff. It ain't gonna affect me anyway. Like if I owe you, I owe you. But as long as it ain't showing on my credit, I'm straight. You know, so I ended up looking up on my credit report. I grabbed, you know, went to credit, you know, I got it online or whatever because I always kept it with me. And I looked at the last 4 numbers of the account number that showed up on my credit report, and I only paid those. And those were probably about $20, like $25 or something like that, $26. It was probably, I think it was one big one. It was one big one for like $28 or something like that. Then it was another one for like 21. It was something small, I don't remember exactly, but it was something stupid where it was affecting me so much where when I paid these goddamn collection accounts, when I paid like $50 off of my collection account, man, my credit score jumped 60 points. 60 points as soon as they were deleted. Oh, let me tell you guys actually how it works. So I went in there and I paid it in full. I paid for the delete. It's called pay for delete when you're trying to like remove something from a collection account or whatever from your credit report. and not it just showing paid in full, settled in full, or paid partial, or settled for partial, or settled for amount. That looks horrible still. You don't want that. You never want to settle. You never want something to just show in your credit report is paid, because then it's like I said earlier, it's still there. It still shows that, all right, man, like you don't pay your bills on time, but eventually when you get some money, you'll hook it up. But by then it's like we don't even care. Like we don't even care about your money, but you paid it, so it's cool. I'm happy you paid it, but you still effed up for months. That's what it looks like. So you want something to actually pay for delete. What I did is pay for delete, where I actually paid them the full amount, and I guaranteed, like I got in writing, like, hey, if I pay you guys this amount or whatever to knock these accounts out, will you remove them from my credit report? Will you completely remove them? Not mark them as paid, not say settled, not any of that. I want these completely removed, like they never happened. They did that. They agreed to it. I got the letter when I paid them. I got the receipt. It took like 45 days for them actually to remove from my credit report or whatever, but as soon as they removed from the 45 days or whatever, my credit score jumped 60 points, man. So if you guys have the moral of the story is, if you guys have little small collection accounts in your credit score and your credit report or whatever, I don't want to get into it, man, because I'm not trying to be like a financial advisor, but there's ways to look up online and see if that company pays for delete. You can go to different forums, you can go to different groups or whatever, Facebook credit groups or whatever, and you can look them up and see like, hey, there's ABC collection account, in whatever city and state that you're in. If you pay it in full, where they pay for delete, you can find out if the company that you're working with or is in your credit will pay for delete. So I suggest you guys do that, because if you can get it removed completely, that's a lot better than showing just paid in full or marked in full or settled in full. That shit still looks horrible. But if you do a pay for delete and they remove it from your credit report, it's like it never happened. So it jumps your credit fully. Like it completely removes itself from your credit report, so it's like it never happened. Like the 3 months you didn't pay your bill, 4 months you didn't pay your bill, nobody cares because they can't see it. The account isn't there. So that's the beautiful thing about pay for delete, man. But anyway, man, it's Mr. 300 pay for delete video. Hope you guys having a great day. Hope you guys having a great weekend. But anyway, man, peace out.